Hello and thanks for stopping by. This is your cousin's lifestyle channel. My name is Sandy, and in today's video we're going to be talking about thrifted home decor. Now, in a previous video I shared where I'd gone around to different thrift stores just kind of looking for what kind of treasures that we may find. But what I'm going to be sharing today are some of the treasures that I have found over my years of thrifting and how I style them in my home. So it's going to be pieces either from thrift stores, antique stores, or Facebook Marketplace. So if you'd like to see what amazing home decor I have found over the years, keep on watching. Now this is my coffee station. I share this all the time over here on my channel. And you can see there that wooden cutting board, cheese board, decorative piece, whatever it is. I've styled it around my home or around my kitchen, I should say. But this is how I've had it styled here for the last few months. And I have really been enjoying it. So I like to decorate with black and white and more of your neutral colors. And I also like a lot of different textures and different types of elements to bring into my home. And so I have been really loving the little pops of wooden pieces. And so this is a perfect piece for right here. I've got that little wooden bowl there as well. That's from Home Goods. But yeah, I picked this up at an antique store and I've styled it. I'm going to show you how I have styled it in the past, but this is the way that it is right now. This is another recent acquisition that I have shared on this channel. I got this also from a garage sale for $3. Love it, and I have it styled right here on my coffee station. So I just love the way that it just kind of added to this area here. And so this next item, I usually keep in my primary bathroom. And so that's where we are right now. And it's this vase here. And I have been keeping these calla lilies in here kind of year round recently just because I love the look of it. But it's like a clear vase and it's got this little metal thing on the inside. It is really nice. And it's some heavy glass. You can tell it's well made. I'm getting all kind of fingerprints on it right now. But this is a really pretty vase. So yeah, this is kind of where I keep it typically. Just kind of right there. I take it, I clean it, and I sometimes put different flowers in it, but it's versatile and I love it. You have to excuse the blue tape. This area is kind of under a little bit of a maintenance right now, so that's why you see that. But this is kind of how it looks, and I kind of arranged this. I just cleaned it recently. I need to do it again now, but yeah, I just kind of placed the flowers in there. Short stems work better for it, but look how pretty that is. Also up over my cabinets, I like to keep vases up there. And so thrifted pieces are perfect for that, for this space here. So that vase there with the little scallops on it, that is a thrifted piece that I got. It was a dark color when I got it and I painted it white. It actually needs another coat of paint on it now, but just miscellaneous vases are just something that you can always find at the thrift store. This is another way that I styled my cabinets a long time ago, but all three of those pieces are also thrifted pieces. So, you know, again, another way to add decor to your home is to find some thrifted pieces. It's definitely a lot cheaper. This is one of my spare bedrooms in my home, and I have lots of thrifted pieces in here. This is what the room is looking like. I go with a lot of color. And so when I go to the thrift store looking for things for this space, I'm always looking for something that's going to add that color. This piece here is thrifted. I got that about a year or so ago. The lamp is also thrifted. I got the lampshade at a thrift store as well, but it was at a different time and it works out perfectly for this room. This piece of wall art, also thrifted, beautiful, and it works out so well within this space. I love the colors of it. It came framed nicely with the mat and everything, so I didn't have to do anything but clean it up and hang it on the wall. This is another piece that is also thrifted, and this one just reminded me of my grandmother. Not that she looks like my grandmother, but my grandmother loved to quilt, and so I loved that about this artwork, and it added the color. It was just perfect for this space. I recently thrifted this piece here. It just kind of spoke to me when I saw it. Sleep in late, walk in the leaves, slow down, and stay a while. And this is on the door leading into my former office. So now we're in my studio, office, whatever. And I have quite a few thrifted pieces in here that I want to share. So yeah, let me show you. The first piece is this piece of wall art here. I got this from the Goodwill a couple years ago, I think, maybe a year ago, not sure when, but it's just a little abstract, not an abstract, but this is a person here on this black canvas. So yeah, I love her. And then over here, I recently got this from a garage sale for $1. Beautiful, beautiful piece. Love it to add some color in here. Over here, we've got a lamp that I just got off of Facebook Marketplace. It was $15. Let me show you what it looks like when it's on. So, so nice. Love that. And that's a floor lamp. And then over here, we've got this table here. Now, this table I have had for at least 10 years, and it's time it's time for me to release her very, very soon. But she's been many colors. When I bought this table, it was purple. I wish I had a picture of this table. It was purple when I got it. I think I painted it navy blue first, navy blue and white, and then she's been white with black, and then most recently black. I just take the hardware, this is the original hardware that was on it, off of there. I spray painted that and everything. But you know, nice little side table. It's been an entryway table way back in the day for me. It was in my kitchen at one time, and most recently it's been here. This piece of art here is also a thrifted piece that I got last year or year before, not really sure when. Love it. It's just an old vintage telephone. I just love vintage things. So yeah, artwork is another really, really good thing to get from the thrift store. This is a bowl that I thrifted a while ago, and I did a little DIY on it. When I bought it, it was very shiny, and that was not something that I was into. So I put a coat of that textured spray paint over it to kind of give it a little bit of a textured look, to make it look like it's stone. I just love the shape of it. Right now it's got some moss in it, but I've styled it in different ways, and I've used this on my coffee table. I've used it on my dining room table. I've used it on my entryway table. I just love this piece. I think it's so interesting. Love, love, love the shape of it. And it was from the thrift store. Here's another vase that I thrifted a while ago, and it's kind of like a flat rectangular shape. It's got the opening here. Now, I've used those calla lilies in here before. I've used tulips in it. It's a piece that I don't pull out a lot, but I just don't see myself parting with it because I think it's just such a nice little unique place for a small space. This is perfect to be styled in the powder room, bathroom, you know, someplace where you need something a little bit low profile, and with your low, shorter stems, this is perfect. Every morning I go on Facebook Marketplace because I'm always trying to see if I just happen upon something that I really, really want. So this was one of those items that I found. This is the uttermost piece. It is a large, large tray. I'm going to show it to you. It's a mirrored tray, but I don't want to blind you, but I'm just trying to show you for scale just to see how big it is. It's huge. That's what it looks like. I love this. Now, I got it off of Facebook Marketplace, and even when I'm out of town, I'm still searching Facebook Marketplace back home or in the town that I'm in. It doesn't matter to me. But this particular time, this one was like in my neighborhood, and I was out of town. So I called my daughter-in-law and asked her to go and pick it up for me, and she did. And so I was really, really happy to get it. I don't even remember what I paid for, but I tell you that it was nowhere near what you would typically pay for an uttermost piece. Now, I've used this as a centerpiece in my table. Most recently, I've just been using it kind of propped up against the wall. I just kind of like the way that it looks, but this is a beautiful, beautiful piece. It's a little bit large to go like on my entryway table, you know, to just kind of put to make like a vignette or something like that. But if I had a larger space, it would be perfect for a vignette. Trays or something that, you know, are really helpful because you can put decor out. And then if you need to move it because you need the space, you can just kind of move it as portable. So I love vignettes for that reason. But that's my uttermost mirror. Now, I love doing bar carts in my home. I love changing it out for the seasons or whatever. And so I like to have little fancy ice buckets and things like this. So this is a thrifted. This is more of the mid-century modern style, which really, really, really caught my eye. This one is in the chrome and silver or brass. Very, very nice with two little handles on it. It's got the lid, kind of heavyweight too. Really, really nice quality piece. But I picked this up probably for a couple dollars. It's got a cork bottom. It was in pristine condition. When I thrift, I typically look for things that are in great condition, or something that I can upcycle if need be or whatever. But this one was a really, really good find. I love it. And I also got this one. Now this one is acrylic, and I love this one as well. And I use this to fill up with ice. And you can put a wine bottle if you need to have your wine chilled or whatever. I use it for decor purposes just on my bar cart. Sometimes I put the faux ice in it, just for effect or whatever. But I just love this little acrylic ice bucket, and I've had it for quite a few years actually. I also found these little chrome pears. Now, I didn't like the shiny leaf that was on them, so I did put some of the, what do you call that, buff on, buff off, or whatever it is on there to kind of tone that down a little bit. But yeah, that's what they're looking like, and I thought they were so cute. Now, I bring these out every year. I've had these for a while as well, but I think I'm gonna style them now, maybe on my bar cart. Let's see. So we pulled out some pieces, so why not go ahead and decorate this bar cart? So I've got it cleaned off, and I'm gonna go ahead and put this ice bucket on here with the lid on it, and I know I want to put those pears on there as well, so I've got to figure out a way to display those. This is another thrifted bowl that I got some time ago. It's in pretty bad shape. It's a brass bowl, and I painted the outside of it black. I don't remember if it was already black or not because I've had it that long, but it's definitely a brass bowl, not brass, copper bowl. And I love it. When I picked this bowl up several years ago, I had seen something similar at Restoration Hardware, and then I went to the Goodwill and I saw something that I thought would be a great dupe. And so that's the way I used it for probably the first couple years that I've had it. Then I had it in my powder room for a while with some moss in it. I've just kind of moved it all around the house as I do most of my decor pieces. But today we're going to go ahead and try to organize these pears in here. Now the bowl kind of has a rounded bottom, so it kind of flips around or whatever. Like I said, it's not in the best of shape, but it looks good, and I love the way that it looks displayed here with my little pear. So that's a nice little change up for the season. If someone were to ask me, what is your favorite thrifted piece that you have? I would have a hard time picking them because I love all the pieces that I thrift and I keep. Now, there's some pieces that I may pick up and then I fall out of love with them after I bring them home. So I do take those back. But I've got a lot of pieces that I absolutely love. Now, if you've been watching my channel, you've seen this little piece over the years. I've had it for a long time. I actually don't really remember what color it originally was when I picked it up. It's just an abstract piece of art that I love. It works out perfectly here on my coffee table, which is how I've styled it most recently. I put it in my bookshelf. I have had it on my bar cart, my entryway, you name it. It has been all over the house, and I love this little piece. If someone were to ask me what it is, I do not know. I just like it. So now we're in my loft, and just like any other room in my home, I have a lot of pieces of things that I've thrifted in here as well. In here, I have a lot of coffee table books that I've picked up over the years. I've got a BB King book, a Michael Jackson book, and I just kind of put them there on my TV stand. Here's another one, The Art of Photography, that I just kind of have on a side table. Coffee table books are just such good little pieces to kind of anchor your decor pieces or just to have in a bookshelf by themselves. This is the Oriental Rugs one that's in my studio that I forgot to show. So I just have a lot of coffee table books, and that's kind of how I style them around my home. Now, here's another piece that I recently purchased from an antique store, and this is a lamp, and it is so gorgeous. I love the finial on it. I love the shade. I love the inside of the shade. I love the base. It is just so, so very different.
And I love this. And even though I just got it, it has been making its rounds. This is how I had it styled over the holiday season on my entryway. Just such a beautiful little statement piece. This is another piece that's been around for a very long time. I just pulled it out just to show. It's just a rustic vase or water jar that I found a long time ago, and I use it all the time in different places in my home. This is the way I've styled it previously, just on a table or whatever, but I love to switch out the stems in it and just to get a new look with it. Well, I hope you have enjoyed this video of my thrifted pieces and how I have styled them in my home over the years. This too is a thrifted piece here. I'm in my primary suite now. I can't even show you the rest of the room because it is a hot mess right now. I'm trying to put it back together. He's got some maintenance stuff going on in the bathroom. And anyway, this is a thrifted piece. I like to go with the black and white artwork in the primary suite, and these pieces kind of complemented some pieces that I already had, so they were perfect. And I know that these were only like a couple dollars. I've had this for a while, and they've got the calla lilies on them. So I am a flower person, if you don't know, so I just love artwork with florals on them as well. And I have another one that is a calla lily as well. Like I said, it does complement the artwork that I already had. So when I find thrifted pieces that kind of, coordinate with something or a theme that I already have, it's a perfect way to round out a collection of something if you have it or whatever, or if you want to try out new colors or anything like that. It's just a lesser expensive way to do that. So I hope you have enjoyed today's video. If you have, and you're not currently subscribed, consider hitting that subscribe button and the post notification bell before you leave. That way we can stay connected. Also hit that like button. That lets me know that you like this type of content. And to all my returning family members, thank you so much for your support. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I hope that I see you over here on my next one. Bye-bye.